she almost never made it to this moment. Not because of an injury, not because of scheduling problems, but because 2 years ago, Eala was sitting in a locker room wondering whether grass courts were ever going to be a surface where she could truly succeed. Now look where she stands. 90 minutes away from another career-defining victory. 90 minutes away from strengthening her position ahead of Wimbledon. One afternoon in England could completely change the trajectory of her season. But before we talk about what this match means for Eala, we need to talk about the woman standing across the net. Because the name Rebecca Masarova doesn't immediately sound intimidating. And that's exactly what makes her dangerous. The ranking beside her name says number 132 in the world. That sounds manageable. It sounds like the kind of opponent a top seed should handle. But rankings can be misleading. Just 11 months ago, Masarova was ranked number 62. And that version of Masarova was capable of challenging some of the best players on tour. The real question isn't whether she has the talent. The question is which version of Rebecca Masarova shows up today. Because throughout her career, the gap between her highest level and her lowest level has been enormous. At her best, she looks like a top 20 player. At her worst, she can struggle to find any rhythm at all. This season alone has illustrated that contrast perfectly. During one stretch, Masarova looked unstoppable. She was serving huge, attacking relentlessly, finishing points in just a few shots, and playing with the confidence of someone who believed every swing would find the court. Analysts took notice. Coaches took notice. Opponents took notice. Then, almost without warning, the level disappeared. The results swung dramatically in the opposite direction. That's what makes her such a difficult player to evaluate. You never know exactly which version is waiting on the other side of the net. And that uncertainty creates opportunity. But it also creates danger. Eala understands that better than anyone. Just days ago in Birmingham, she produced one of her most complete performances of the tournament. She handled her quarterfinal opponent with remarkable control, dictating rallies, absorbing pressure, and exposing weaknesses whenever opportunities appeared. It wasn't just a victory. It was a demonstration of tactical discipline. And that matters because many of the patterns that troubled her previous opponent are the same patterns that can trouble Masarova. The matchup itself favors Eala in several important areas. But tennis is rarely that simple. Because Masarova possesses one weapon capable of changing everything. Her serve. When that first serve is working, she becomes a completely different player. The grass courts only amplify its effectiveness. The lower bounce, the quicker pace, the reduced reaction time. All of those conditions favor an aggressive server. When Masarova starts landing first serves consistently, she can race through service games and build momentum quickly. That's when she becomes dangerous. That's when scoreboards begin moving faster than opponents expect. If Alex allows Masarova to settle into that rhythm early, the match becomes significantly more complicated. But there is another side to the equation. Eala is one of the most intelligent returners in women's tennis. She doesn't simply react to serves. She studies patterns. She identifies weaknesses. And she applies pressure until cracks begin to appear. That is where Masarova's vulnerability becomes important. Her first serve percentage has never been consistently elite. When the first serve misses, she becomes far more exposed. And against an aggressive returner like Eala, every second serve becomes a potential opportunity. The moment Alex starts stepping inside the baseline and attacking those deliveries, the balance of the match shifts. Instead of controlling points, Masarova is forced to defend them. And historically, that is not where she performs her best tennis. Then there is the psychological factor. These two players have already shared a court before. Back in March 2025, they faced each other indoors on hard courts. Eala won in straight sets. Different tournament, different conditions, different stage of their careers. But players remember those experiences. They remember what worked. They remember what didn't. And they remember what it felt like when momentum slipped away. Those memories don't disappear simply because the surface changes. They travel with you into the next meeting. And perhaps the most important statistic of all concerns rally length. Masarova thrives when points are short. The quicker the exchange, the more dangerous she becomes. Her aggressive style is built around ending points before opponents can settle into rhythm. But once rallies begin extending, the numbers tell a different story. As points become longer and more physical, her effectiveness drops significantly. That is exactly the environment Eala wants to create. She isn't interested in trading power shot for power shot. She wants to stretch rallies. She wants to change direction. She wants to force difficult decisions. Low balls, deep angles, heavy pressure. Every extra shot increases the likelihood that the point shifts in her favor. That's why this semi-final feels so fascinating. Masarova wants speed. Eala wants patience. Masarova wants quick strikes. Eala wants extended battles. One player is trying to shorten the match. The other is trying to slowly take control of it. And somewhere over the next 90 minutes, one of those strategies is going to break. The question is whether Rebecca Masarova can impose her explosive game long enough to create an upset, or whether Eala's intelligence, consistency, and growing confidence on grass will once again prove too much to overcome. Everything points toward a compelling battle. And with so much at stake on the road to Wimbledon, the pressure has never been greater. Every point matters. Not because it looks spectacular, not because it fills highlight reels, but because every extra shot forces Rebecca Masarova to stay in rallies she would rather end quickly. That's where Eala becomes dangerous. She doesn't simply win points. She makes opponents work for them. She stretches exchanges. She drains confidence. She turns routine service games into tests of patience. And patience has never been Masarova's favorite game. But this is where the story becomes genuinely tense. Because Masarova possesses one quality that statistics struggle to measure: chaos. Pure, unpredictable chaos. When most players feel momentum slipping away, they become cautious. Masarova does the opposite. She attacks harder. She serves bigger. She rushes the net. She attempts angles that seem impossible. And every so often, those risks transform a match. That's what makes her so dangerous. This week alone, she has fought back from a set down 3 separate times. 3 times she looked finished. 3 times she found a way back. That means if Alex wins the opening set, the job is far from over. One loose service game. One lapse in concentration. One moment of hesitation. That's all it can take for Masarova to ignite. And once she starts believing, matches can turn very quickly. Alex cannot afford to manage a lead. She has to protect it, because momentum against a player like Masarova is never truly secure until the final point is won. And the stakes extend far beyond this afternoon. The opportunity waiting on the other side of this match is enormous. A victory would add valuable ranking points and move Alex another step toward territory Philippine tennis has never experienced before. We're talking about Wimbledon positioning. We're talking about entering the sport's most prestigious tournament with greater protection in the draw. We're talking about avoiding some of the world's biggest names in the earliest rounds. Those advantages can change an entire Grand Slam campaign. That's why Birmingham matters. That's why every point matters. Because sometimes a career doesn't change over a season. Sometimes it changes over a single week. And that's exactly what makes this story so compelling. Think about the journey. Years spent training on courts that looked nothing like the grass beneath her feet today. Hours spent developing movement patterns for surfaces that rewarded completely different skills. The grass court version of Eala wasn't handed to her. It had to be built. Slowly. Patiently. Session after session. Adjustment after adjustment. There were no shortcuts. There were no guarantees. There was only work. And now, after all those years, something remarkable has happened. She no longer looks like a player adapting to grass. She looks like a player who belongs on it. 3 victories. No sets dropped. Confident movement. Controlled aggression. Growing belief. Nothing about that is accidental. Nothing about that is luck. It is the result of preparation finally meeting opportunity. So, where does that leave us? Rebecca Masarova remains dangerous. Dangerous in the way a thunderstorm is dangerous. capable of changing everything in a matter of minutes, capable of producing brilliance when nobody expects it, capable of turning a comfortable afternoon into a battle. But Eala enters this match with something equally powerful: clarity. She understands the matchup. She understands the patterns. She understands where the pressure points exist. And most importantly, she understands what is waiting on the other side of victory. If she takes control of the rallies, protects her serve, and forces Masarova into extended exchanges, the path becomes clearer with every game. Not easy, but clear. And perhaps the most impressive part of this entire run is how she has responded to the spotlight. The pressure has grown with every round. The expectations have multiplied. The audience has expanded. Yet her tennis has become sharper, cleaner, more disciplined. Some athletes become overwhelmed when the moment grows larger. Others seem to come alive. Eala is beginning to look like the second type. The grass courts of Birmingham are ready. The crowd is waiting. History is within reach. And somewhere behind the scenes, a young Filipina who once questioned whether she could ever master the surface is preparing for the biggest match of her grass court season. One match, one opportunity, one step from another piece of history. And now, the only thing left to do is play.